Good evening. I'm Chris Debbins with your 4-minute news update. The driver of an ambulance was killed after it crashed on Tuesday. 45-year-old Eric Monty was transporting a patient when he hit a ditch around 12:15 a.m. The ambulance crew members, Susan Roberts and Peter Collum, were injured, along with the patient, Gary Lamarck. The top executive of the Long Island Power Authority has announced his resignation. Vice President Bruce Germano will be stepping down for personal reasons. Chief Operating Officer Michael Hervey also announced his resignation earlier this year. The piano used in the 1942 classic film Casablanca will be going up for sale next week. The piano will be auctioned off at Sotheby's in New York on December 14th. It is estimated to be sold for $1.2 million. The state DEC is giving a key piece of land in the Braddock's Bay area to the town of Greece. The wetlands will help preserve open space and provide for recreation.
It means so much to the high quality of life here in New York State, making sure that our communities have and our kids have places to go and our wildlife has places to thrive.
The land will be open to the public for fishing, hunting, bird watching, and hiking. A man in the Syracuse area is being sentenced to 25 years behind bars after setting a house on fire that killed a 90-year-old man. 32-year-old Shane Davis pled guilty to first-degree manslaughter and second-degree arson. Authorities say he started 5 other fires earlier this year. Parents, teachers, and students are upset over this week's Math A Regents exam. They say the exam was tougher than usual and that it was too tough. Many students failed the exam, including many students who needed to pass the exam to graduate next week. Now one Rochester area school district is challenging the state on the exam. Sean Kausch reports from Fairport High School.
Yeah, families and students are furious with this exam that was given out. Students knew the test was going to be hard, but they didn't think it was going to be this tough. Usually 90% of the kids pass the exam. Only 30% passed this time around. William Kalla, who is the superintendent at Fairport, is saying he's calling out the state and saying they should throw away these test scores, that this is pretty much ridiculous.
Thanks, Sean. Did any other exams have issues, or was it just the Math A exam?
Yeah, actually the physics exam also did have an issue. It wasn't as big deal as the Math A. However, it's still being looked into. The more emphasis is going to be on the Math A exam.
And what could happen if the exam does not get thrown out?
The students could go to summer school. Students could also not graduate. This is a big concern because we have kids who could be A students, and they have to go to summer school, and it's a real serious problem right now. I think the state needs to look into.
Thank you, Sean. That was Sean Kausch reporting from Fairport High School. Ex-Elmo puppeteer Kevin Clash is being sued once again. A Florida man who chose to remain anonymous claims he met Clash on a chat line back in 2000 when he was 16 years old. Clash allegedly met up with the teen for sex and had several Elmo dolls in his apartment. The College of Brockport has received a $500,000 gift commitment. Willard and Judith Hunter donated the money in support of the college's Hunter Institute on Young Children. The Hunter Institute works with early childhood professionals in an effort to help them make connections for jobs in the future. A French bulldog is in recovery after being stuffed in a bag in a Petco animal supply store in Pittsford. The dog was left in the restroom during a busy pet adoption event. Animal welfare officials have named the dog Pierre and are looking to give him a home. A 29-year-old man is being sentenced to 10 years in prison after shooting at police last summer. Officials say the man was firing multiple rounds of a rifle at vehicles passing his house. One of the target vehicles was driven by Sheriff Bill Yesman. Thank you for joining us. My name is Chris Debbins. Join us again at 11 for more on these and other stories.